All right, guys, we have another amazing guest in the house. Frank Arriaga is here to talk about an organization helping young individuals in the community grow up to be outstanding citizens. Tell us a little bit. Oh, well, Frank, thank you, Frank, for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Now, I know this is an organization you are very passionate about, and it's NHI. Tell us what that stands for.
Yeah, it stands for the National Hispanic Institute. I am very passionate about it. It's something I've been doing for a long time, 7 years as the project administrator locally. I was actually a participant in the organization as a high school student here at Ray, so you know, it's come back full circle.
That would be WB Ray.
WB Ray, that's right,
right.
Fighting Texans, that's right.
So you were a student member, they recruited you, they made you the man that you are today. How were they able to do that?
Well, it's, you know, we like to think of it as leadership is something that's learned, right? And we believe that if you give somebody a microphone and you teach them how to use it, that they can become comfortable with that. And so it's about practice, right? We put students in, you know, safe environments where they're debating each other, they're talking about issues that are important to the Latino community, but really the focus is, hey guys, the stakes are really low right now. Have a good time with it. Worst case scenario, you lose a debate competition, but what we learn in the long run and the essential skills that they're able to take with them into life is what we're trying to accomplish.
So you start them as, when someone signs up, okay, let's assume that the kids aren't watching, but the parents are watching and they say, you know, that boy, he's gonna grow up to be a lawyer because he argues everything, okay? Are those the kind of guys you want, the verbal guys?
You know, we'll take, leadership shouldn't be exclusive to anybody, right? I mean, yeah, we'd love to work with seasoned debate students. I get kids that come in, and I've done this before. They're ready to go. I have students that won't say a word. They'll sit in the back of the classroom, they'll wait to be called on, and that's the only time they engage. Again, we mix the resources, we get the students together, you know, they really create a cohesion, and it allows them to get comfortable in practice. So
Amazing.
There you go.
Yeah, and so what can parents and students that are joining expect to experience when they come in? As you mentioned, it's any broad spectrum of a personality.
Yeah, so for the kids, it's really an opportunity to network. You're going to meet kids, students from across the state of Texas. You go off to compete in debates or go participate in a program. They're all hosted on college universities, and so it's a great opportunity for some students who maybe have never been on a college campus to get that experience, sleep in a dorm, go to the lunch, you know, go to the cafeteria.
Student union, yeah, all right.
You know, we want them to be familiar with it. There's a lot of kids that end up dropping out of school because they're just not ready.
How big a course or a group or a cohort, how do you put the group together? Every year you get a new group of students? Is that the way it works?
So it's a leadership series. We start working with them at the freshman grade level, not to say we won't bring them in at the sophomore and junior grade level as well, but the idea is we want to work with them starting at 9th grade, work with them through high school, and then of course we have alumni opportunities that we gather annually to kind of break bread and see what everybody's up to and network.
Absolutely.
What a training experience. And you know, I mean, let's just be honest, you know, we were from humble homes and we didn't have many opportunities, and to go sleep on a university campus when you're still in high school, to go to the state capitol, to visit these places, it's very encouraging. So very, very fulfilling.
Absolutely. It's a great organization to be a part of. The president and founder, Ernesto Nieto, he realized that there was a lack of leadership in the pipeline, and he wanted to create a way to fuel that pipeline, and here we are 40 years later, 100,000 alumni deep.
Awesome.
100,000.
And you mentioned debate. Is that the only way that these students are involved, or what are some of those other programs that you mentioned?
So the freshman program is a debate program. We're putting that team together right now. So we're looking for freshmen, best and the brightest among the city.
All right.
Calling all students.
Do it.
Call to arms.
Roman, you're in, dude.
And you know, but the sophomore program is a youth legislative session. So they actually build their own government over the course of a week on a college campus, which is really tremendous experience for them. We're introducing them to systems navigation. They're going to be applying for college in a couple years, and we want them to know what the process looks like. So as a junior, they go to the Collegiate World Series, and we play this game where the coaches are actually admissions officers from colleges and universities.
What an opportunity. That's
so
great.
fun.
Now, what does it cost a parent or a student to be involved?
Sure. So, you know, the overall investment for, let's say, a series over the course of 3 years is in the range of about $2,600. It's $600 a freshman year, about $900 a sophomore year. Now, Everybody gets scared when you start talking about costs, but it's an investment. And we want to teach these students that they need to adopt an investor mindset, and we're in an asset-based mindset. And so there are scholarships available. I help with that. Alumni out there, you want to get back involved,
support.
Give me a call. Let's talk about how we can help students experience this as well.
And there's a very important line there called return on investment.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So you put in a little bit of money, you get your children this opportunity.
Yep, that's
Investment
right.
is enormous.
And a great example of that is, there are universities on our college register that actually have scholarships dedicated for students that participate in NHI. So you might spend $2,500 over the course of 3 years, but $10,000 a year to go to Colorado State University makes it a good value.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for joining us, Frank Arriaga. We'll talk about NHI. If you're interested in joining, what's the number to contact?
You can contact me. It's 361-779-7326.
Right there on the screen. All right, guys, thank you for joining us. Frank, we've got more coming up here on Coastal Living. We'll be right back.
You're watching Coastal Living on KZTV, the only lifestyle show made in the Coastal Bend for the Coastal Bend.
Don't go anywhere.
We'll be right back.